Shalom, shalom. Put a 144 in the chat if you can hear me loud and clear. Put a 144 in the chat if you can hear me loud and clear. This is I.S.U.P.K of Fayetteville, or I.S.U.P.K of North Carolina. We're going to get the class started here in just a second, momentarily. The water. Check. Again, put a 144 in the chat.
Check.
More. You need more.
Check. 1 2 1 2. Check. Give me a little bit more. Yeah. Razzle dazzle.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. Let it build up for let the rest of the I.S.U.P.K come in. We're gonna rock and roll.
Concert.
You ain't even gotta play no music. We just gonna let the I.S.U.P.K come on in. Mm-hmm. What you mean? It's 12. Mm-hmm. They coming. They just it's Tuesday and it's cold. It's cold. You know what I mean? You know. Mm-hmm.
Did you get the link to your phone?
Let me see. Con, I got it. The water. Mm-hmm. There we go. I got it. Check. If you just tune in, put a 1 in the chat, put a 1W in the chat if y'all can hear me. Let me see. We read this too, Bunk, yeah. Sure. You don't mind.
Both sides correct. They're saying 1 West.
Okay, 1 West. 1W, 1 West. All right. Sorry, crazy. Y'all hold tight. We're gonna get started in just a minute. Want to let the rest of the I.S.U.P.K come in. Bob Kushar, y'all just hold tight. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that you're dealing with, just hold on to it. We're gonna get to it, Lord willing. This ain't the I thought Cordon highlighted it.
He did.
In here?
It's highlighted in there. You see the page is highlighted. Let's see.
I thought he highlighted it. Oh, you took a picture of it?
Page 257.
It's a long way from what I said, man.
Page 257.
257.
260.
Mm-hmm. 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 Waiting to Durham jump on. Durham jump on, we're gonna rock.
I think they're in there, but the device not connected.
Their camera. Durham, this Yana's all right here. So like, hold on. Hey, Shalom, y'all stuff. Lie. I cannot see you. Yeah. Bunky up.
Come on, sir.
Did kick him out the other. They remove Yana's already quick. Kick him from the studio. Right. Yep.
Okay.
Yana's out. Then y'all try to log back in. Try to do it again. Try to use the link again. Shalom, K. I don't want. Shalom, YAHANNA.
Y'all hear me, sir?
Yeah. You hear you clearly. The water.
One God. One stand Christ, sir.
Most of Christ.
Still, they're gonna
Can you add them to it? It still don't let you add them to it.
they would need to connect their mic first. It said.
Yeah, what are they using?
No, damn.
Check. Hey, Shalom. They did are you mute me, Bunky?
All right, sir.
Did you Check. Yeah, shut it down. Come back in and give me a call. You having any trouble with it? Okay, the water. Okay, am I being heard? Can everybody hear me?
Got one.
Most High in Christ. We having a little technical difficulties up there in Durham. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna try to lock in anyway. We're gonna keep pushing. But the Aki and Akwati in here, brothers and sisters in here watching for class. All right, clap it up. Shalom, Yahweh Ba'Hashim Yahushua B'Katham. To the Akim, the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shema Alatham Ba'Hashim Yahushua. To the sisters. I'm preaching officer of 5,000 Zion. Y'all are coming out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. This is the I.S.U.P.K. If you're not in the I.S.U.P.K, you are not in the truth. What is the truth? The truth is the so-called Black, Hispanic, Native Indian are the 12 tribes, lost 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. You understand? In 2025, there's nothing more imperative than us waking up to the truth about who we are, where we come from, and really understanding the atrocities that we face in the earth. You understand? All the shortcomings, all the failures. And when I say all across the globe, I'm not just talking about the Negro. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about all the way in the Antilles Island. You understand? All the way Europe. If you belong to the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, I'm speaking directly to you. The I.S.U.P.K is a place that you can call home, that you can find your true identity. You understand? We are the true Jews that go way back to the antiquity. You understand? There are no other people that's on the face of the earth that God has ordained to be his people. You understand? We are a peculiar people. These are the things that your Christian pastor and all the churches that's across the land will never tell you. You understand? We struggle out of the people so much, really, because we in our feelings, right? We in our emotions, our lack of understanding and knowledge, our access to knowledge and understanding, and Christianity and white supremacy. All those things that I just named are blocking us from really understanding what's in this book. What's in this book right here? If you open up this book, you know what's stopping the Christian pastors from opening up this book and tell you or tell us who we are. They look at this book and they get to reading and they start to see what Jeremiah said, and they see that in this book. They said God didn't ordain his people to celebrate Christmas, but Christianity will. You understand? God did not make Thanksgiving for his people, but Christianity does. You understand? The Most High did not make a New Year's celebration, but Christianity does. And when I say Christianity, I'm talking about white supremacy. You understand? All those things that are in the earth that we know are detrimental to Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we still do anyway, because Christianity, white supremacy, and your feelings and your emotions said that it's okay. You remove your feelings, you remove Christianity, you remove your emotions, your lack of understanding, and you put real priests and prophets in front of you, like that's in the I.S.U.P.K, you'll wake up to the truth that's in this Bible. And what is the truth? You are God's chosen people. You understand? You'll wake up to that truth, man. And in 2025, there's nothing more imperative than us waking up to this truth. All right, so I'm going to hold the class down, Lord willing. I'll be able to answer any question that you have until Captain of 13,000, Captain Nayathaq Banyamyan comes in. He is the man that's over North Carolina. You understand? If you're dealing with any issues and you need counsel, don't sit back and just take it upon yourself and like think that nobody understands. I'm telling you right now, if you do that, you're being plagued by a demon. And you know what that demon is going to do? If you keep talking to yourself, thinking you're going to figure it out, that demon going to have you right outside of these doors, man. That demon will plague you until you sin against the Lord. And then once you sin against the Lord, then that demon disappears. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, as somebody who made a irrational decision because they got upset, most of the time people will say, what, Monk, y'all? I didn't know that was going to happen. I didn't mean for that to happen. You say those things when you're behind bars. You will say those things when you leave your husband. You will say those things when you leave your wife. You will say those things when we abort our children. When you light that blunt up or that cigarette for the first time, you're like, damn, I didn't mean for that to happen. But we don't understand that we have been plagued by demons, and we listen to the voices that are in our mind or our friends and our family. And before long, before you even realize it, you stop even considering who the Most High is. You stop considering who God is. You stop considering your brother, let alone. You stop considering your sister. And you know what you will begin to do? Did anybody know what you will begin to do if you're plagued by that demon? You'll only consider what makes you feel good. That's right. You'll only consider what you think is best. And how can we build a nation if you're only thinking about yourself? How can you build a nation if you're only thinking about the orgasm that you want? That's not what Commander General Hunter has set out for the I.S.U.P.K to do. We go out on the streets and we teach people that we do not know because we're not considering ourselves. We are considering the people that are on the streets as preaching prophets of the Lord. That is our job, man. And that's how you build a nation. That's how you do it. Well, they say, you know, when you should be moved to jealousy when you think about what the other nations have and what they've built. They are not better than us. You know what they did? They've sat back and said, you know what? When the judge makes a decision to make sure you get locked up, you know he's considering? He's thinking about his children, Monk, y'all. When that teacher is teaching your kids not all the mathematics or the ELA that they're supposed to receive, you know what they're thinking about? The less I teach these Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian children, the more of an advantage my children will have. When you go into that courtroom and that judge look at you and you say 15 years, you know what he's thinking? He may be thinking about, yeah, I'm gonna lock this Black man up, but he's thinking like, you know, the more of them that I can get off the streets, the more chances that my people will have. That's what the oppressor is thinking. When they open up them abortion clinics in our neighborhoods, you know what they're saying? The more that they go into these clinics, the better chance that my children will have. The more they put those liquor stores in gentrified neighborhoods, they are saying, I want to give my children a head start. Right. I want to put them in position. Right. But we don't see it like that. You understand? We don't see it. We just look at it like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Not understanding that there is a race. And they play with our mental because we don't have the understanding or the knowledge that we should have because of the Christian church, because of the religions that are in the earth. I guarantee it. Coming up, we had this thing called a paganistic worship day, Saturnalia, Christmas. All these things go against the Lord, and it's in his word. But I guarantee you, you have friends and family members that will call you and ask you to come help celebrate their Christmas. Now, the question I have to you would be, are you calling them and inviting them to class? Are you calling them and inviting them to the Passover? Are you calling them and inviting them to the Lord High Holy Feast days? That should be the challenge. You can't be afraid to serve the Lord in this empire. You can't be afraid to be looked at strange or differently when it comes to serving the Lord. Drop that. They ain't gonna do that. They ain't gonna do it tonight, Bunk. Y'all. Hey, listen. I want to go into what we in. What do we call this right here? We're in the what? Anybody know what are we still celebrating? What are we celebrating?
Shalom, sir.
Hey, do me a favor, Yonazar. Turn your input down on your interface, Bob Kashaw. It's extremely loud.
Okay, try.
I'll turn your microphone down. Not the volume, but just turn the mics down.
Okay, so it'd be right there. See those three on the white ones on the bottom? Yeah, turn those down.
Yeah, turn.
Yeah.
Now, not the level, but just that on your interface. Turn that input down.
This interface right here. The red one is there.
All right, turn that down. Turn that down. See, that one.
Turn that down.
Testing test. Is that better out of one?
Turn it down some more.
Turn it down some more. How about that?
Loud, brother. That
Salakia, sir.
is loud, brother. Maybe it's me. Hold
Yeah.
on. Do it again. Keep talking.
Shalom, Yahweh Shem Al Shabbarakatah. It sounds normal.
Turn it down
here
just
on
a
this
little
end,
bit.
sir.
Yeah, I know just a little bit more, Bob Kashaw. Go ahead.
Because we running it through here.
Yeah, and I'm turning it down a little. I'm turning these down a little bit more.
Yeah, turn those down.
Yeah.
Shalom, sir. How's that? That's better?
We just gonna roll with it, Jonas. So that thing is
How about now?
a little bit more.
Testing 1 2 1 2.
I'll roll with that. I'll roll
Hey,
with that.
Salakia, sir, because this sound normal here. Like it don't sound loud here.
And I get it. It's to what? How do I sound to you then? Let's do that.
You sound kind of low to me. Because we turned the volume down. You sound kind of low.
That's what I'm saying. Salaki, turn your volume up and just leave it like it is. We're gonna rock out in the spirit of brotherhood. Let's just get to class. Let's just get into the class. We'll figure it out.
Cut it one con, sir.
So turn me up how you put me where you want me at. How about that?
Yeah, you sounding good now.
That's most sign Christ.
You sounding good now.
The longer we being heard, then that's the scripture said do well to communicate, right? Longer we communicate, brother. Let's get it. You to what? So we're in the feast of what right now? We're in the feast of what? Anybody know?
Hanukkah, sir.
The feast of Hanukkah, right? What's another name for the feast of Hanukkah?
So like I said, a feast of dedication.
All right. So what will we be dedicating on this feast?
So like it, sir, if I may.
Come on.
So we're celebrating the rededication of the temple after we expelled the Greeks who had defiled the temple.
So we're rededicating the temple, right?
That's the celebration, Hanukkah, the dedication. That's
No. And the question I have, Yonazar, you don't have to answer all the questions unless there's nobody else in the room. But I'm saying, why would we have to rededicate something back as a people? Well, why would it have to happen?
Salakia, sir. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Doc.
No, sir. You go ahead.
Salakia, if I may, because the first temple, or the first thing would have been defiled. So now we'd have to rededicate it. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Salakia, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Right. So these things happen. So we have to rededicate all those precious things that we had. We have to rededicate it. Right. So if I may, let's go into the book of First Maccabees, chapter 2, verse 1. Chapter 2, verse 1, Baal-Kasha. Bunky, y'all, once we get there, could you read it for me, please?
Come. The book of First Maccabees, chapter 2, verse 1.
Go ahead.
In those days arose Mattathias, the son of John, the son of Simeon, a priest of the sons of Jehoiarib, from Jerusalem, and dwelt in Modin.
Go ahead.
Verse 2. And he had 5 sons. Johanan called Cadiz. Verse 3. Simon called Thesai. Verse 4. Judas who was called Maccabeus.
Go ahead.
Verse 5. Eleazar, called Avaran, and Jonathan, whose surname was Adphus.
Go ahead.
Verse 6. And when he saw the blasphemies that were committed in Judah and Jerusalem,
He said he'd seen what?
the blasphemies that were committed in Judah and Jerusalem.
Go ahead. So we talking about the things that he's seen that had already been destroyed in that city of peace. You understand? His home. Imagine you going back into your home and you seeing things that are destroyed, things that are turned over, things are not as you remember them. Some places that you've been as a there's certain sense, anybody live with anybody ever like bake cakes? You ever smell the smell of a bakery, like in your neighborhood, like a maybe a good fried chicken store or something that you drive by. You remember that scent, and you have nostalgia about what you smelled, or you know what I'm saying. It's always something that can be called to memory. Well, in this instance, Matthias, he was broken by what he seen, man. He was distraught by what he seen. The blasphemy, the things that he held in high esteem in his home that were committed where? In Jerusalem. Go ahead, Bunk, y'all.
Verse 7. He said, woe is me. Wherefore was I born to see this misery of my people?
He said, whoa. I'm distraught for even seeing the misery. Once again, like I said earlier, this is something that your Christian pastor would never think about or would never go into. You want to know why? Because he's not thinking about his people. You know what your Christian pastor is thinking about? Himself.
That's right.
He's thinking about his pockets. He's thinking about how he looks among other people and the have-nots. That Christian pastor want to make sure that like he never wants to be seen in a weakened point or a vulnerable state. You understand? That Christian pastor don't even, back in the day, like you see a Christian pastor, you'd be surprised you see him playing basketball or something. You're like, man, pastor playing ball? The pastor don't even pull in the parking lot with his car dirty, Bunky, y'all.
Right.
It's raining and you have somebody out washing his cars because he's thinking about himself. But what did Matthias say? Read verse 7 again.
It's the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 2, verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
He said, woe is me. Wherefore was I born to see this misery of my people?
No, the whole world.
Of my people.
What about Africans?
Of my people.
What about them stinking ass Africans?
Of my people.
What about the what's the one that be making the food with their feet and all that stuff like that? The East Indian, Elam.
Of my people.
What about Chinaman, Moab, Ammon?
Of my people.
And the Huishes. What about them? He was concerned about who, Bunky, y'all?
My people.
Go ahead. So-called black, Hispanics, Native Indians. Go ahead.
And of the holy city, and to dwell there, when it was delivered into the hand of the enemy.
Of his friends.
When it was delivered into the hand of the enemy.
So they'll tell you that we're all supposed to be together. But Matthias is seeing right now, in this city that was taken and desecrated and destroyed, we had enemies that did it. It wasn't friends. It wasn't the whole world. It's enemies, Go ahead, please.
And the sanctuary into the hand of strangers.
And the sanctuary into the hands of strangers. Meaning they had no business or no place even enter into our sanctuary. But guess what a Christian church would do? They'll let Dylan Storm Ruth come in there and sit down and think nothing about it. And while they're praying, that stranger, Dylan Storm Ruth, would empty a clip. And elderly people who cannot fight back. He's a stranger, you understand? A complete stranger. And guess what he did? He came in and did the exact same thing. That's why we have to be separate. Because the oppressor has one way of solving all his problems.
Right.
If the oppressor is upset, you know what he's going to do. If the oppressor get too happy, you know what he's going to do. So we've seen instances, right? You would say, what are you talking about too happy? You ever seen a hockey team win a champion, what they call it? The cup that they call it, Kawal?
Stanley Cup.
Yeah, the Stanley Cup. You ever seen the Avalanche win the Stanley Cup? Do you know what they do to the city? But they happy though. They're happy. And we already know what oppressors do when they get upset. Do I need to go into that? We know exactly their MO. When they're upset, if they're happy or they're upset, it don't matter. Their job is to destroy, to desecrate, to tear down. That's who they are in spirit. And guess what? You can't change them. You can't change them. That's the thing that the Lord made crooked. But the good news is the Lord made us to be different. The Lord made us to be special. That's why Nayathaq is saying this. How you think about have you been born to see the destruction of Black, Hispanics, Native Indians today? That's what you have to ask yourself. Were you brought into the earth just to be brought up in the ghetto and being able to walk around crack vials? Were you brought up in this place today just to be on the bottom? Has Israel become a homeborn slave? Have we? Read on, Bunk, y'all, please.
So like, if I may, sir.
Come on.
And what you saying that, like, you witnessing that and recognizing, you know, the destruction and oppression of your people, it doesn't drive you to move against it. Salakia.
Right. And that's why we say life is war. Life is about fighting, Akim, Akwatians, brothers and sisters. Life is a fight. If you ever thought in your mind that you can lay down and just relax and you say, man, it has nothing to do with me. It has everything to do with you.
Right.
It has everything to do with you. That Christmas has everything to do with what we've been through as a nation of people. That Christmas tree symbolizes it's like a victory trophy for the oppressors, man. That Thanksgiving turkey is like a victory trophy for the oppressor. New Year's Day is like a victory trophy for the oppressors. Well, where's our victories as Black, Hispanics, Native Indians? What do we get? We give the oppressor everything. I'm talking about every single thing. It's like Jeremiah Hyman said something that was so heavy. He said, everybody know what a hoe is, right? You know what a prostitute is, right? You know what a whore is, correct? A whorish woman can go out and deal with something, but guess what? She's expecting something in return. She'll say, have your way with me. But guess what? That whore is expecting something in return, Kawal. But what are we expecting return from this empire and this nation of people? We give the oppressor every goddamn thing.
Right.
And we ask for what? Reparations? We ask for nothing in return. Nothing. We get nothing in return. We say hands up, don't shoot, they shoot us more.
Right.
We ask for peaceful neighborhoods, they patrol us more. We say we want a safe environment for our children, they gentrify our neighborhoods. And the Christian pastor does nothing because he is that whore that gets nothing in return. He sells us up Shit's Creek and get nothing in return. That's why we have to fight. That's why you are sitting in those seats right now, because you are learning how to fight. In the I.S.U.P.K, we are teaching our brothers and sisters how to fight. This is not a place where you can come and lay down and be weak. We say, let the weak say that I am what? Strong. You get with these brothers in here and sisters in here that are strong. You attach yourself to them. The weak ones, they're not going to stay long any goddamn way. And what we know about those that leave, they was never with us anyway.
That's right.
You better focus on the brothers and sisters that are beside you, not the ones that want to leave. Because if you focus on the ones that want to leave, your ass will be out of the door too.
That's right.
So when we talk about fighting, Nayathaq understood this in the Bible. Read on, Bunk, y'all. So like,
It's the book of First Maccabees, chapter 2, verse 8.
go ahead.
Her temple is become as a man without glory.
Oh, what?
Her temple is become as a man without glory.
Oh man, it is hard to take that away from a man. But the things that we have, the other nations took those things away from us, man. Imagine that. Imagine not having nothing to yourself. That's what these bastards did. So we have to remember these days, and that's why it's so important that we show up for these feast days, that we show up for the high holy days. This us saying to the Most High that, guess what, Lord? I remember the days, and I'm not going to stop fighting until we take this kingdom back. You understand? I'm going to put down the cigarettes. I'm putting down the marijuana. I'm going to stop being a whore. I'm going to stop being a whoremonger because I see the importance of having glory. You understand? The glory that we have comes from us following the law, statutes, and commandments, being brothers and sisters, in spite of all the works that Satan is doing in the earth, all the hell that the oppressor is putting you through at that slavery. You understand? Read on, Bunk, y'all.
Verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
Her glorious vessels are carried away into captivity.
Her glorious what?
Her glorious vessels are carried away into captivity.
Now, I pray everybody is doing well. But think about you brothers out there that play that goddamn PlayStation all damn night. Imagine walking into your home and you're looking for that PlayStation or that Xbox and it's gone. Imagine that. That big screen television that you love to play so goddamn well all night that you give your wife no special attention. You walk in the house and the Xbox and the PlayStation is gone. What do? Well, this is the thing that will carry away in our temples. And I would care to say the things that the Lord gave us were a hell of a lot more important than that goddamn PlayStation.
That's right.
But some of you were in a relationship because you lose your goddamn controller to the PlayStation or the Xbox. Yo, later unplug the Wi-Fi on you. You gonna try to leave her. You be trying to get accounts. I was saying, that bitch cut my Xbox out, just my Wi-Fi. You mad as hell, but you won't fight for what's actually in the school. You won't fight to pay your tithes. You won't fight to make it to the Passover, but you'll be ready to leave your rib if she changed the code to the Wi-Fi. Make it make sense, Akim. Since you won't show up to class, you won't log into class. But you know what you'll do? You'll find a way to make it to that club for girls' night out. What they call it? Chocolate City night? Chocolate tie? Now, what's they call it back in the day? Oh, Salaki. And with that, I want to turn the class over to Captain of 13,000, Captain Nayathaq Banyamyan. Y'all clap it up. Salaki. Most High in Christ.
You muted, Cap.
You muted, Cap. If you're speaking, I can hear you, sir.
Lucky.
Loud and clear. Come on. We can hear you now, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Who trying to go to the club there?
So like I said, I was just saying we have to fight to be in these classes, sir. We can't look for every look for every excuse.
Damn right.
Can't make it to class, but you can make it to ladies' night out.
Yeah. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with the ladies' night out, but you know what I mean. If you're missing class for the ladies' night out, something wrong.
Come.
You know what I mean. If your sacrifice is for enjoyment and not, you know what I mean, to come in here and learn. You know what I mean, it's gonna come to an end soon. You know what I mean, but you know what I mean, not by us, by the Lord. Yeah. All right. Any questions? What's his name? Yanaza Salakia. I was trying to get the questions asked. I'm running into some issues. All right. I'm gonna get you. All right. Any questions? I know I have Mark, I think it's Mark or Matthew 4:32 fear. And I think the other one is Zephaniah.
Got one card, sir.
Any other questions? Give me, if not, then let's start in Thessalonians. Let's start in Thessalonians. I think it's 1 Thessalonians. Let's start there. 1 Thessalonians, I believe, is it 2? Let's see, 4. Where is it falling away? Let's start there.
2 and 3. 2 and 3.
2 and 3. Let's start there. Who gonna read from it tonight? Or 2 Thessalonians. Hold on. Yeah, it's 2 and yeah, you're right. It's 2 Thessalonians though. Right? Start at 1.
I got it, sir.
You
got it?
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
The book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2 and verse 1. Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ, and by our gathering together unto him. Verse 2.
Right.
That ye
So-
be not.
So what is this is Paul, I believe, the letter to the Thessalonians, right? What is he saying here? What is he saying here? Anybody?
I'm still lucky, sir.
Come on.
He's like, he's to beseech is like to, almost like to plead in the name of Christ, pertaining to our coming together unto him.
Yes. Like he pleading with them, basically. It's like what we're doing with our brothers and sisters today. We pleading with them. You understand? We pleading with them to do what? To come in here. I mean, change your life like we change our lives. You understand? Come in here because of the time we're in right now. The time we're in right now, brother, you know what I mean? If you're not in here, boy, it's going to be bad. It's going to be real bad. You understand? Read on. I want to say real bad. Like right now, brothers and sisters, they need a priest in their corner to teach them how to go about or maneuver in this life. You understand? To maneuver in this oppression. You understand? Come on.
Verse 2. That ye be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter as from us, as that the day of Christ is at hand.
So he's telling them what? What is he saying here? Paul is speaking right now like he in this time right now. We could understand that.
Salakia, sir.
Mm-hmm.
He like he warning them. He warning them that that the day is at hand. You know, to be ready.
Yeah, well, yes, but okay. When he say that ye be not shaken in mind, what does that mean? What does it mean not to be shaken in mind? Come on.
So like it, sir.
Go ahead,
So
hold on.
Go ahead, sir.
Salakia, sir. To have doubt or to be doubtful or get distracted, like Salakia.
So he's saying that ye be not shaken in mind. So it's almost like saying what? Don't doubt. You understand? Now, what could make a man doubt that this is the truth?
Salaki, sir.
Uh-huh.
Like, it's the lack of faith or the lack of work.
Okay, you what
Salaki.
you given me is okay. I understand what you're saying, Jan, is that because you know what I mean. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You've been wrong. I know what you're saying, but you're gonna have to explain it. Come on, Kowal.
Salaki, shake it like you be scared. That's like black people talk, like you shook. The nigga that
Mhm.
shook is scared. He told us not be afraid, not to be afraid, and pretty much fear will make you compromise. Fear will make you not do the work. You know, fear is something that a lot of blacks, Latinos have. You don't even want to say you're Israelite, even scared of your mama, scared of ICE, scared of the Donald Trump 2025 plan. You're scared of Elon Musk. You're scared of flat Earth. You're scared of every damn thing. It's like
And what?
be not shaking in mind.
Yes. So don't be that. You know what I mean? Yes. Don't be shaken in mind. You understand? Don't let what's the philosophy right now that's shaking everybody outside of the truth with them Christian Israelites?
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
Gentile salvation.
Yes. Now, if you're a weak brother in here and you hear that and you leave, is because you are what? You're shaken in mind. You understand? You come. How much brothers walk up to you and said, I'll never forget this. This was in DC. I think Captain Mashaka just came down from speaking. And a brother walk up, and I believe he was addressing Commander General YAHANNA. And he was like, the problem is when I go for a job interview, is the oppressor, when he hears me, he's going to see you. Talking about Captain Mashak after he just come down from speaking. You understand? Because this brother is what? He's shaken in his what? In mind. Because he thinking that what? Because of this, he is not going to get what? Not going to get a job. You understand? I come out of Jahan to tell him, you better go to that little store, get 211, grab your crutch and say, I'm a Negro, I'm a nigger. You understand? Basically tell him, wake the hell up. You understand? Recognize who you are. Like you think you different from us. You're not different from us. P. Diddy found out he's not different from us. P. Diddy thought all his money he had would have saved him from what? All the money he had would have saved him from what?
Save from judgment.
From jail. Yes. Because we taught that what? If you have money, you could buy what? Best lawyer. You get the best lawyer, he ain't really gonna do no time, basically. He ain't doing no time really, but at the same time too, he thought he would have never did do any time with the type of money he had. You understand? But lo and behold, you understand, he found out that he is just a nigger with money. And most of this brother figuring out that, you know what I mean, and learning it the hard way, that you just a Negro with money. And that's about it, like your Kyrie Irving. You know what I mean? It's rough. And what's the other dude name? Who had the show? Who win? You know what I mean? Something like a turbo. Nick Cannon. Yeah. You understand? And a couple other, a few more of them who had to retract the statement because they were shaken. They're scared. Read on.
Verse 3.
No. For they say for that, for or be troubled, neither by the spirit,
nor by word.
Right. So don't be troubled in your mind, nor in your what?
Nor
by your spirit.
Neither by your spirit, nor by word.
Right. Not by somebody saying something to you. Right. Read on.
Nor by letter as from us, as that the day of Christ is at hand.
Yeah. Like right now, we warning black people, Hispanics, and First Nation people. You know what I mean? Don't be scared of the warning. You understand? Be scared of the man that bringing that warning. That's on the Most High. Be scared of the Most High. Most of us was scared of what? Hurricane Melissa, not knowing there's a man sitting in heaven that created Hurricane Melissa. That's the man who you had to be scared of. You understand? That's who you had to be scared of. That's the man who you had to be scared of. Why did this happen to me? You got to start to ask yourself these questions, and then start to go down, have a checklist of what you're supposed to do, and match it up to the checklist of what you're actually doing. You understand? Read on.
Verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
Let no man deceive you by any means.
Let what?
Let no man deceive you by any means.
Because what he talked about in verse 2 was you being deceived. And he's letting you, don't let no man deceive you. Don't let no man come and tell you the Gentiles could be saved. You understand? Don't let no man come and tell you a woman could teach the scripture. You understand? Now you could have a woman pastor. Don't let no man deceive you. Don't let no man come and deceive you and tell you color don't matter. Color do matter. You understand? It does. Matters a whole lot. You're seeing it right now playing out in front of you. It matters. Read on.
For that day shall not come, except there come
what day shall not come?
Salakia.
Mm-hmm.
The day where that this be a lie, but this is not a lie. This is the truth. That day is going to come.
Mm.
Judgment day.
That's what you're talking. That's what we're talking about right there. Because that's the day we're waiting on. Judgment day. Like you're not doing all of this just to, you know what I mean? You're not saying now in class. I mean, sisters, you're not going through the whole, you know what I mean, accepting the man can have more than one woman. You're not just accepting it as a sport or as, you know what I mean, just a, you know what I mean, pass by, you know what I mean, something that's passing by. No, you doing this so that Christ could come back and do what? Bring judgment on this earth. You understand? So that Christ could bring judgment on this earth. So Christ could come and give our brothers and sisters who have been dealt, you understand, a blow where there was no justice given to them. You mean who paid for slavery? Nobody talking about that. Everybody talking about having studies for reparation. But let me help you. I'm gonna just break it to you. Any studies for reparation will just be a study for reparation. You're not getting any reparation. None. I'm gonna help you so that you don't you know what I mean, live a pipe dream. You understand? Right? Read on.
Except there come a falling away first.
What has to happen first?
All of these things, everything that you know, like all of the I guess all of the prophecies.
What is the okay? You're somewhat on it, but it has to have a falling away first. Read on. Well, once you read on, you'll get a better picture of it. Read on.
And that man of sin be revealed.
Oh boy.
The son of perdition.
So what is the falling away first? What has to fall away first? I'm gonna be impressed if you give me this one. What has to fall away first?
So,
Salakia, sir.
Come on.
Could it be the a change in or the fall of the leadership of the oppressor, or a change.
Okay.
Salakia.
Don't just think, because if there's just a if one oppressor leave, then guess what? What's gonna happen? Then another oppressor just coming to fill his boots.
Right.
You understand? So if Donald Trump died today or tomorrow, then JD Vance will just take his place. You understand?
Salakia.
Come on.
That falling away is the Christianity in the minds of blacks, Latinos, meaning, Christ can't return until we understand that the so-called oppressor is the devil. We have to see that for what it is. We have to stop these pagan holidays, keep the law, but before that, we have to have a common enemy, meaning the man behind that veil, that big ass veil, is the devil, the so-called oppressor. Like,
so what has to fall away?
The philosophy.
I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take all those things. But there's something that they done took from black people, Hispanics, and First Nation people. What did they take from us?
Salakia.
Come on.
They took our identity.
I'll take that. But there's something that took with our identity.
It took us the color of Christ.
Our culture.
Not
our culture.
No. Okay, you're correct. But I want something. I want you all to say it in a way where it's going to be known what they took.
Salakia, sir, they took our morals.
No, they can't take your morals. That's like them saying you took your soul.
Go on,
because we're here today and we don't eat pork, crab, shrimp, or lobster. As a nation, what did they take from us?
Is it our inheritance?
Okay, what do they look? Okay, in the sight of the world, how does the world look at black people?
So they took our identity.
Yes, but don't just say okay. Answer me this first. What did they take? I mean, what did they take? How do they view black people in the world today? Hold on. K1, how do brothers on the island look at Judites in America?
As if they're lazy, you know what I mean? Them get all the chance in the world, but if we get the opportunity, we would make use of it, basically.
Yeah. Zion, how do you all look at the brothers in the Caribbean?
We don't understand what they be saying. That's about it. Yeah.
No, when you all see a Jamaican or you all hear that language, what's the first thing come to your mind? What's the first thing
they all smoke weed?
Yeah.
They all high.
Yes. So what did they take from us?
Our reputation.
That's good. Yanis asked that. Say it one more time, Yanis.
Our reputation.
Yes. They took your reputation, Ark. They took it. That's why you in this school building back a reputation. That's why in here you can't come in here and be a what? A hoe.
A sinner.
Because that gives you a bad reputation. You understand? You can't come in here and be a whoremonger because that gives you a what? A bad reputation. You can't come in here and steal because that gives you a what? A bad reputation. You understand? You cannot be who you were in the world because that person in the world gave the nation what? A bad reputation. You understand? That's why you talk to brothers in the Caribbean, they always have something negative to say about brothers in America. You understand? And likewise, vice versa. You understand? Because we just have that, you know what I mean? They just push that reputation, that bad reputation. They took our reputation and just likened it to being what? What did Donald Trump say about the Mexicans?
So like I said, they was rapists and criminals.
Yes. You understand? And then proceed to show on TV, on the news, well, this Hispanic just killed unalive a young white woman for nothing. And now the news is about us being criminals. When you do that, you are basically shredding that nation reputation. And it's not done by mistake. It's done on purpose, because we all know the biggest criminal on the earth today is the oppressor. He's just the one making the rules. You understand? So if he's the one making the rules, then he could be the one doing what? Changing the rules to suit him. You understand? Go take a look. Somebody should type this up. How many rules did America and Israel break pertaining to the UN, United Nations regulation? Check and see how much rules they break out. And the mere fact is they created it. They are trying to be the police on the earth today. Why? Because they don't give themselves a what?
So like I said, they didn't give themselves a pass.
Not a pass. Stay on point. They don't give themselves a what?
A good reputation, sir.
A good reputation. When your country is in trouble, when you have a dictator over you, a so-called dictator over you, who do you call? You call America. You call the oppressor. That's what all them Arab countries call. The oppressor to come in there and do what? Overthrow their government, because their government was being oppressive to their people. So they called them. So they came in with the jets, with the F-16 fighters, with the aircraft carriers, with the tanks, with the, Hellfire missiles, the Tomahawk missiles, and saved the day. They gave themselves a good reputation. So now they in the Caribbean doing what? They're policing the ocean. They're trying to do a regime change on Venezuela, but calling it by some other name, by saying that he's a dictator, he oppressing the people, doing all manner of evil to the people. You understand? And that's because he doesn't give himself a good reputation. Well, read that verse over one more time.
Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed.
So that man of sin has to be what?
That man of sin be revealed.
That man of sin is going to be what? Revealed. Because guess what? He is what? He has a screen in front of him. What's that screen in front of him? Kowal said it earlier on. What's that screen in front of him? What's that screen he has in front of him, where you can't see what's going on in the background? What's that screen?
Salakia, was it a veil?
What's the veil? What does the veil represent? You can't see what's in the back. Why you can't see what's in the back?
As a Christianity, sir.
That's it. Christianity. And now the Christianity, what comes with the Christianity? The image of the beast. You understand? So that image of Serge Bourget, that's in front. When you see the oppressor, that's who you see. You understand? I want to see who you see, meaning the people who are not in the school are. When they see the oppressor, that's who they see. That's why when you tell them that he is going to go in captivity, who do you think they see in their mind going in captivity? Who do you think they see going in captivity?
So like you said, us.
No.
Salakia, Serge Bourget, sir.
Yeah.
The savior.
When you tell them that the oppressor, he's going to have to pick cotton when Christ returns.
Okay.
He's going to have to, do the things that we were doing when Christ returned. They don't want to worship that God. They do not want to, because in the back of their mind, you are saying that Jesus Christ going to be doing these things, they can't handle it. So guess what? That screen is being what? Peeled away now. It's being peeled away. That whole screen of, and not just Christianity, religion on the whole. Religion was supposed to do what? When you hear religion, or when you see religion, what was it supposed to, what you think in the world?
So like I said,
Uh-huh.
like to bring everybody under one order, or to bring everybody in order. So to
Okay,
speak.
not so much. Okay, I understand what you're saying, but just think about it like this in the world, right? Did you look at Christians as being a threat? Did you look at Muslims as being a threat?
More so than Christians.
More so than Christians, but it's that was just because of the propaganda. But at the end of the day, if you grew up with friends in the world who were Muslim and Christians, they were just what? Your friends. And this your friend just was a Christian, and your friend just was a Muslim, but you're homeboys. You understand? So religion, in a way, was supposed to do what? Was supposed to give you that image that, like, you know what I mean, he's a, you know what I mean, he is worshiping this God. You know what I mean? He ain't a unaliver. He ain't a murderer. You understand?
He's harmless.
Yeah, he's harmless. You understand? But yet still, you know what I mean, we know from history that Christianity and Islam are two of the most what? Violent religion on the planet Earth. Where most violent people come out of. Hitler was a what?
A Christian.
Yeah. You understand? Mussolini was a what?
Christian.
You understand? Go check all your mass unalivers and see what they are. This story, Ed Gein, what was he? Those of you who know what I'm talking about,
he was a Christian too.
Yeah, he was a Christian. You understand? He was a mass murderer. He used to, you know what I mean, do all type of things to corpse. You know what I mean? I know we have children watching this right now, so I ain't gonna say use the imagination, but he did it. You understand? But he was a Christian. His mother would read the Bible to him and tell him what the Lord want and how the Lord love him. You understand? And we have been taught for so long that Christians are what? Are not harmful people. But yet and still, your uncle molests your cousin who was a Christian. Your uncle who was Muslim sold a ton of drugs. You understand? But somehow in your mind, you know what I mean, this religion, you know what I mean, is somehow you don't see the dangers in it. You don't see that these are just predators preying on people who actually trying to serve the Lord. You understand? It's so bad right now. When last I hear about these Catholic priests having to go and you know what I mean, in the courtroom, you will think it stopped because you're not hearing anything about it. You think it stopped? As long as there's the priests around, there is going to be, you know what, abuse that's going to be taking place. We just don't what? Hear about it. It's less now. You understand? But these religion, brother, because of the truth, you get to understand these people in this religion, they have what? No morals, they have no integrity. You understand? They are just a bunch of what? To put them, if you had a bunch of them all together, Islam, Christianity, Buddhists. If you had a bunch of them together, they're a bunch of what? It starts with H.
Heathens.
Hypocrites. You understand? A bunch of hypocrites. You understand? All right, read on.
Verse 4. Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God.
And he exalts himself, what?
Above all that is called God.
Above all that is called God. So it's describing to you what? A person. You understand? And this person puts himself above who?
Most High.
Yeah, above God. Yes. And who does that? Which person on this planet Earth is doing that right now? Which person on this earth trying to tell, yes, the oppressor, trying to tell you how you should live and trying to give you a breakdown on the Bible, so much so that he have about what? How many different Bibles out there? Look at, let me see. Anybody look up what I asked here for with the UN?
It's lucky.
Quiet, but you stay with me. Right? It's over what? Over 3,000 in different languages, hundreds in English alone. You think that was by mistake? That was by design. You understand? So now the truth is somewhere in between there, and you had to figure that out.
Salakia, sir. Salakia.
Come on.
This AI version say it's over 900 in English alone.
Yeah, more than likely. More than likely, it's correct. You understand? But the different versions.
Different versions. It say in English alone, and different versions in canonical versions, like Protestant with 66 books and Catholic with 73.
Yeah. It's crazy. I'm telling you, you think you're in here by mistake? No, the Lord choose you to be in here, Akwaf. Do not take it lightly. You come in here and change your life. You have no idea how much people looking at you and is basing the truth off of what you do. You understand? They're basing the truth off of what you do. You want your friends to come in? What's the best way for your friends to come in? What's the best way for your family members to come in?
Salakia, sir.
Come on.
Being a good example.
Yes, being the best example. You understand? What did Christ say? What did Christ say?
If this is hereby you know that you are my disciples.
Take that, but Christ said something else. Not that one I'm looking for. Come on.
If you've seen the Father, you have seen me. Or if you have seen me, I've seen the Father.
That too. I'm looking for, go to Matthew 5:48. Something that Christians always have an excuse for. When you tell them don't eat pork, what do Christians say?
Salakia, they say the law is done away with. We in the new covenant.
Yeah. Or the Lord knows my what?
My heart.
Yeah. The Lord knows my heart. But this is something to say also too. What Matthew 5:48 says. That's it now.
The book of Matthew, chapter 5 and verse 48. Be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect.
That's how you bring your family members in. You can't sit down in this class, and then when you leave from this class, then you're a total monster when you go home. Then you behave totally different than how somebody in the UPK is supposed to behave. Somebody in the world see you like that, then guess what? It don't make sense if they go to church or come in class. To them, it don't make sense. You understand? But we know how you're supposed to behave in here. But your friends and them in the world, you think they don't know that too? They think they don't see it? And in their mind, we what? When your friend and family see you behave,
Hypocrite.
not one West. Okay, yes, a hypocrite. What do they think? Read my mind. What is?
Salaki, can you repeat it one more time, sir?
I say when your friends and them see you act, you know what I mean, like you're in the world, right? What you think going through their minds? Go to Corinthians 6 and 14.
1 Corinthians, sir.
2 Corinthians 6 and 14. Quite a whole way I was at in Thessalonians, right?
I got it. I got it.
Okay, go ahead.
It's the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 6 and verse 14. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers.
So when your friends see you behaving like that, what are they thinking?
That we the same?
Yeah, hell yeah. Why you think he ain't coming in?
Right.
Why you think she ain't coming in?
There's no difference, there's no change.
No. But you go sit down in here and fool me. But your friends and them, you ain't fooling. Your family members, you ain't fooling. They seen you. They seen how you behave, seen how you conduct yourself. And in their mind, well, we equal. Well, I'd rather come and sit in class to what? Behave like you? I thought class supposed to change you. I thought the truth was supposed to change you. You understand? Like you are going to have to come in here and be what? Be ye perfect like your Father in heaven is perfect. You're going to have to do it so that brothers and sisters could see you and be like, yo, something different about you. I put my hand on it, but something different. But if they're just seeing you on normal every day and it's, you cool and fine, well, we equal. But the Bible telling you to not be what? Read one more time. Read what Paul is saying.
Not unequally yoked together with unbelievers.
Don't be unequally yoked with non-believers. This has nothing to do with your man. This is not that. This is your friends that you're keeping. You understand? This is your friends in the world that you want to go and hang with that don't give a damn about the truth. You go hang with them, then they're thinking what? We equal. But you never ask them, yo, come hang with me. Come to class with me. Come and see what I'm learning. Come and see what make me different. And see what they say. They say, nah, you got it. I'm good. Then guess what? That should be a cue to double down in here. You understand? And start basically shifting your friendship more to what? More to that man standing up at camp next year. The man next year, when you look to your left and to your right, Them is the men you're supposed to be hanging with.
Sir.
That's the mentality you have to go with. You understand? And sisters likewise too. You all think you could hold on to some woman in the world. That woman in the world is not looking at you as being anything different. Not. If she was, and if she was your friend, she will do what?
She would come in here.
She will follow you because she'll be intrigued. She will want to know what make you. Yeah, I mean, what changed you like this? We were friends. What changed you like this? She will want to know. She will see it, but she ain't seen it. He ain't seen it. So guess what? We could be cool. We friends. So somehow we could be friends with somebody in the world, but your husband in the truth with you. Oh man, you're ready to go to war with him. You're ready to go to war with that woman who inside here with you. With that friend in the world, oh boy, that's your homie. You understand? That's a girl. You understand? We got to come in here and change and show people in the world that you could have fun. You could go to parties, you could do this, but you have some order to you. You have some rules to you. So now when you go out, you don't behave like a witch. Just remove the W and put a B. Don't behave like that out there. You're a man. You're a young brother coming in here. You don't go into some bar and now you in some fist fight with somebody at the pub because you drunk out your mind and your tongue just loose. That is not going to bring anybody in here. That's going to make the work that brothers who are actually serious is going to make their work harder because now they got to clean your mess up. You understand? Like them babies when they done boo-boo on themselves and it's all through the pampers, you got to now sit down and clean that mess up. That's how some of you simple brothers be or sisters be. Know how to sit down and clean that pampers, do it all over your leg, fitting to get all over the bed sheet. You understand? When you could just come in here and do what? Be right. Follow the teachings. What the Bible say about the laws of the Lord?
That Salakia, sir, that they are not grievous.
Yeah, not grievous. But they're grievous to someone who thinks the truth is doing what to them?
Killing them, hurting them, Salakia.
Not killing them or hurting them, but doing what to them?
Stopping them from having pleasure.
You want it. The truth to them is like they're in bondage.
Sir.
It's like they're in bondage. You understand? See, you can't smoke. So you feel like you're in bondage. You understand? So you want to bust out. So now guess what? Cap, I ain't like the way you talk to me. You know what? That man, who get raised over me, not supposed to get raised over me. So now you start to know what? Make excuses. Because you want to go smoke. Just go smoke, brother. Now the man you have, the man who in the bed with, he ain't good enough for you no more. Or you just want to go be a hoe. Go be a hoe. Why are you making excuses? You understand? Oh, this woman ain't good enough for you. You want to go get some. Oh, you want to be a hoe monk? Well, just go be that. But you ain't gonna be it in here. You want to smoke? You ain't gonna smoke in here. Come on. Read on.
Salakia, sir. Do you want me to Corinthians?
Yeah, did you finish it?
For Salakia. For what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness?
That's it. That's the question you have to ask yourself. If you are around people who's smoking, Like, what righteousness do you have with that? You like how it smells? You like that? You prefer smell that than come to class and smell some incense that the Lord says right for you. You prefer put that incense to your nose. Smell good. That skunk smells good. You understand? Like, you are going to have to do what? Like, you know what? This happened to you know, I mean, majority of the time, women. Not to say men don't do it too. But majority of the time, a woman, because of what she's going through, based on whatever location she's in, she says what? What does she say about the location she's in? Everything not going her way. The man them she picking is, you know what I mean, having sex with her, throwing away, I mean, before the week out. You know what I mean? Nothing going right for her. What does she say before, you know what I mean, before she goes insane? I'm not happy, but there's something else she says. Maybe a woman might be able to get this better than you men. Or I'm out to give it because of time. Women, majority of the time, would say, I need a change. I need to leave this state. I need to leave this city I am. I need to leave this environment. When the environment is not the problem. You understand? The state is not the problem. You are the problem. And that goes for brothers too. The brothers, you don't really hear them saying that as much. You understand? Like, we are going to have to change. So once you change, guess what's going to change around you? Your environment is going to change around you too. People around you is going to change also too. It's going to change. You understand? It's going to change. But there's something that's pulling on you, that's eating away at your flesh. You understand? Go back to Thessalonians.
Come.
Go ahead.
Come. Above all, this is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 4. Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he is as God sitteth in the temple of God.
Right? Sitteth. He's the one that making all the rules for us right now. Everything. You understand? Like, he is like God. He making decisions. He telling a woman whether to what? Keep the baby or unalive the baby. You understand? He's the one telling you, well, no, you're gonna worship this picture. Don't go worship that rock. Worship this, Serge Bourget. He is the one trying to make your decisions. Like, you think you're buying Jordans because you love Jordans? No, because he is engineering it to the point where you are going to buy Jordans. You're gonna stand up in a line. You understand? A long line, 3 o'clock in the morning to get that new pair of Jordans. He's engineering it that way. You think he advertising them nice cars on the TV just because they're nice? No. All those advertisement is to get you to the what? To buy. It's to seduce you into doing it. Read.
Showing himself that he is God. Verse 5.
Yeah.
Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things.
Right.
Verse 6.
Go on.
And now ye know, Salakia, and now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time.
Yeah. Right. And that's what's going on right now. He's being revealed in this time right now. Like, brothers and sisters cannot refute that the white man is the devil the Bible speaks of right now.
Right.
Like, what's going on I need it right now. Did you know? Okay, right now the Palestinians, Hamas and Israel, They have what right now going on with both of them? There's a what?
It's like there's a ceasefire.
There's a what?
There's a ceasefire, right?
What does it mean by a ceasefire?
So like it, sir. To my understanding, it's where both sides would not use weapons against each other.
Right? Yeah. So it's a temporary suspension of fighting, typically one during which peace talks take place, a truce. They're supposed to have a ceasefire going on right now. Did you know on Sunday, the Israelis bombed a Hamas fighter, a commander,
and so like you, sir,
justifying breaking the ceasefire? Come on.
I like that's their third time doing it.
Yeah,
probably more than that. So like,
yeah, they said that on alive at least 300 of them. No, I'm using this to give you an example of them doing what? Of them being shown for who they are. You understand? I have no skin in the game for the Palestinians, and I have no skin in the game for the Israelis. They both are on our land. You understand? They're both on our land. And they should, if the Palestinians want it to end, they should just come out and say who the land belongs to. And maybe black people will be like, well, you know what? Since you're on it, ain't no sweat. Have it for a little time. Be good for now. We don't want it right now. Maybe you might say it. You understand? Because we are forgiving people. You understand? But there's somebody who ain't forgiven. And there's somebody who will go and try and do what? Cook the books. Who will try and go and do a study. Right? I don't know if you all remember. The Israelis, they paid millions of dollars to do a study on what's going on in the world today. Like, why are people reacting to them the way they're reacting to them? And what will make people not react to them like the way they're reacting to them right now? Like today, if you were to do a poll today, majority of the people more than likely would say they dislike the Israelis, the Zionists, right? They would say it. But guess who they would say they dislike them more than the Zionists?
Salaki, is it us?
Brother, we not even in the forethought of these heathens. They don't even, you understand, like the Israelis, they are more the watchdog to us, but the rest of the earth, we are just dumb because they don't understand why it is we take what we take from the oppressor. You understand? But now they're getting to understand it. Now these heathens getting to feel what we feel. And now they're getting to see that we ain't just laying down and taking it. We've been fighting back. But we also, with the fight back, we've been doing what? Getting what? What we've been getting?
Salaki, I want to say we've been getting on the line.
Yeah, we've been getting killed. So it's just by nature, after you've seen all of that, after your parents and them trying to do what? You know, you grew up with your mother. Your mother is not your father. So your mother more than likely will say things to you to do what? To try and do what?
Protect you. To
save your life. Yes. She will say things for you to save your life. Even if it means giving up what?
Her own life or your basically your manhood.
I'll go as far as that you're saying, Kwaba. You have to give it up. You know what I mean? That's why majority of these brothers who on that side, their mothers do what? They accept them. You'll faster hear a father saying, you know what? I don't want no son like that. And if you'd be like that, I'm done. Mommy not like that. You understand? Mommy will know that you're terrorizing the whole block with drugs and still do what? This is my, you know what I mean? You're a good son. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Mommy, here, take this. Used to go buy a new such and such, knowing where the money come from, knowing what they did with it. A father, 9% of the time, is going to do what? 90% of the time. Yeah, he gonna be like,
lay down the law.
Yeah. I mean, even if that man is on drugs, he's gonna make sure, try and tell that child drugs is bad. You know what I mean? Stay away from this. Don't do this. You understand? They knew what they had to do to destroy us. They took the man out the house. They knew what they had to do to destroy us. You understand? Right?
Okay.
Right? Any more in that Thessalonians?
That was the end of 6, sir.
No, go to I think it's Romans 10. Start at maybe verse 4.
Come.
You know, start at verse 1.
Come. It's the book of Romans, chapter 10 and verse 1. Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to God for Israel is that they might be saved.
Saint Fan W4V. This is not a panel. This is class. All right. And if you want, if you have a question, just type it in. All right. Go ahead.
Verse 2. For I bear them record that they have a zeal of God, but not according to knowledge.
But not according to what?
Not according to knowledge.
What does that mean?
Salakia. I guess it means that they haven't learned. They haven't learned yet. So they don't.
Yes, you mean it. They don't know how to serve the Lord. When you have brothers and sisters saying the Lord knows my heart, you really ain't learn about the Lord. You don't know the Lord. You understand? When you have brothers and sisters who saying that the Old Testament is too bloody, they don't know the Lord. They don't understand him. You understand? But guess what? They'll be there on Sunday though to sing them praises. Hallelujah. You understand? They'll be there on Sunday to talk in Hashkalabab. You understand? But they don't have, it's not according to what? Knowledge. Read on.
Verse 3. For they being ignorant of God's righteousness.
When they say being ignorant of God's righteousness, what does that mean?
Like Salakia, like they're not hearkening, they're ignoring it.
Okay, you want it, but go ahead, Yaneza.
The brother's going to, but it's like they don't know the standard of righteousness from the Most High. What they perceive as righteousness is the righteousness of the world.
What does it mean to be ignorant? When they say they're being ignorant of it, what is it trying to say?
Unaware.
So they're not trying to find out the truth.
Now you're on to it. Just think a family member. When you all heard the truth, right? And you all came and sat down in class. What did you all do with this truth? What did you try to do?
I applied it. I applied without everything that they told me not to do. That's what I didn't do.
Correct. But what did you? Okay, I'm talking about your interaction with your family member. What did you try to do?
Try to change them. Show them.
Yes, you try to show them, yo, you know the Jews are black. This, that, the other. You try to bring the truth to them. And what they say, I don't want to hear that. They talk about something else. You know what I mean? The Ravens gonna beat the Cowboys. They start switching up the talk. They don't want to talk. How many of your family members been telling you, I don't want to do no Bible talk with you? Why you don't want to do Bible talk with me? You go to church every Sunday, right? Why?
Salakia.
Come on.
Because that mean they have to change.
Yes, that's the end result. You know that's one of the reasons why they don't want to hear you, because the end result is they're going to have to change. But I'm saying what's going on in their mind. They're saying what? No, we don't. I don't need to hear all of that. You know what I mean? Pass the weed, man. You want me? You want some? If not, I don't want to hear that. They're being what? They're ignorant to the whole factor. They don't want to know who the Lord is and what he is. They don't. And some of us will do it. Why? Because we got some loud mouth wench, you know what I mean, back at home, who telling you, if you go to those classes, I'm going to leave you. And you are weak enough to be what? Well, I ain't going, you know what I mean? I know these brothers talking the truth, but I ain't going. My home will leave me. You understand? Come on.
And going about to establish their own righteousness, have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of God.
Right, read on.
Verse 4, for Christ is the end of the law, for righteousness to everyone that believeth. Verse 5, right. For Moses describeth the righteousness which is of the law, that the man which doeth those things shall live by them.
Right.
Verse
like
6.
Paul is trying to do what here? What is Paul doing here? Read it one more time.
Verse 5, for Moses describeth the righteousness which is of the law, that the man which doeth those things shall live by them.
Right. Read on.
Verse 6, but the righteousness which is of faith speaketh on the wise.
Right. So what is he saying there?
So like this, sir.
Come on.
So he's making a distinction between the letter of the law and the spirit of the law.
Yes. Correct. Right? Because the letter of the law has what in it? What
judgment, punishment.
Yeah. Yes. The spirit of the law is to what? Get you to do what?
To obey God of your own free will.
Yes. You understand? I don't say your own free will, because now you got people saying free will.
Right. So like
free will is this. Now you gotta
out of your love of the Most High.
Yes. Because now they're going to try to, yeah, I mean, now you don't switch the conversation there. Free will. We all have free will. You know what I mean? And then you got to go in and show him you don't have free will. Is either you obey him or you're going to what? Die. He's going to punish you. You understand? It's like Christ. Christ used what to show them the spirit of the law. Remember when he said, if your brother, give me that, we talk about hitting you across your cheek, your right cheek. Christ tried to show what? The spirit behind it. You understand? Moses told you what? An eye for an eye and a tooth for what? A tooth. Meaning if you took my tooth out, I was going to have to do what? Take your teeth out. If you took my eye out, I was going to have to take your eye out. You understand?
It's like if I could, sir.
Come on.
We got a young man here in South Carolina. He had a question about free will. If you could,
Come on. Mm-hmm.
Shalom, this is young man Dennis.
Yeah.
And my question was,
mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure out how to ask, do we have free will, or is there a such thing as free will?
Okay, no, just in short, we do not have free will. You understand? What is free will? Look up the definition of free will for me, somebody quick.
Salakia, Cap.
Come on.
I got a precept on that.
Mm-hmm. Come on.
It's John 7:17.
Mm-hmm.
If any man will do his will, he shall know of the doctrine, whether it be of God or whether I speak of myself.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one. Look up a whole lot right away at Kwaba. Look up for me free will. What's free will? You understand? And that's how the oppressor trick us into thinking that we have what is called free will. You understand?
Salakia, Cap.
Who got it?
Well, this is the AI overview. Will you take that?
AI overview. Let me hear it.
Free will is the philosophical concept that individuals have the power to make choices and determine their own actions, independent of faith or prior causes, central to ideas or moral responsibility, though debated against determinism.
Right. Meaning this, like, you think you have free will to do whatever you want to do. Like Christians use it to do what? To eat pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster, to do whatever they feel like doing. You understand? It's your free will. When the Bible does not do what? Give me Deuteronomy 28 and what? 16 or 15? Or 28 and 1. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 1. Let the young man read it there in South Carolina. Who asked the question?
How concert?
Sir.
Deuteronomy 28 and 1.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Most High thy power,
Mm-hmm.
to observe and to do all his commandments,
Mm-hmm.
which I command thee this day.
Which I what? Which I what?
Command thee this day.
Command. What's a command?
A direct order.
So does someone who has free will he take a command or order? He might say he has the free will to take it, but this is not what the Bible's saying. You are commanded to love your brother. You are commanded, you understand, to not have interracial marriage. This has nothing to do with your free will. You understand? Your free will is going to get you unalive in America. The Lord is going to punish us for thinking we have what? Free will to do anything you want. But he is telling you what? I command you to do what? Read on.
That the Most High thy power will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
So now, he said what? If we were to do what the Lord commanded, he was going to sit us what? On high above the earth. All the people on the earth. Right? And there's another question. Is there anything such as equality in the earth?
Sir.
There's not, but you talk to a brother or sister in the world, they're going to say, yes, we equal, everybody equal. But the Bible is not saying that. The Bible just tells you, if you obey the Lord, what he command you to do, you're going to be above all the nations on the earth. Every last one of them. Guess what makes this not happen? Believing that you have free will. Believing that you could do whatever you want to do. You understand? And that's what the Christians take when you tell them about the dietary law. They don't want to hear that dietary law. They'd say they could eat what? Pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. All I had to do is pray on it. And that's about it. When it's a commandment from the Lord, you cannot eat pork, crab, shrimp, or lobster. You do not have the free will to make that decision. You do not have that free will to make that decision. If you're saying you have the free will to wake up in the morning to go to work, you do have that free will. If you decide to lay you behind in at home instead of going to work, guess what? Your free will is going to make you what? Lose your job and not have what? Any means of what? Paying your bills. And now the domino effect starts. You understand? If you say you have the free will to wear a brown shoes instead of a black shoes, I understand that. Then you can choose whatever shoes you want. There's no law saying what?
You have to wear brown shoes.
Yeah. There's no law saying you have to wear brown shoes on this day. You understand? You understand? Just like brothers and brothers come in here and wants to be what? You want to be what? A trooper in here. What you have to wear?
All black.
All black.
Is that free will?
Sir.
Yeah, that ain't free will. Free will is, you know what? I choose not to wear a white shirt. Well, that's telling us what? You want to be a student. That's fine. Be a student. But when it comes to the Lord, there's no free will. He commands you to do something, you better do it. You understand? That whole free will comes from the oppressor, because in his mind, he does not have what?
The law.
Yeah, not in his mind, but he does not have the law according to the Bible. He does not. And he knows he's not going to suffer the consequences like black people, Hispanics, and First Nation people.
Salaki, sir.
From not doing what the Lord said to do. Come on. Come on. Who's the Salaki here?
Salaki, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I got a precept, if I could, Baba Shaw. Ephesians 4:1.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, the prisoner of the Lord beseech you that you walk worthy in vocation wherewith ye are called.
Yes, and that's where the free will coming from. That is on point with you feel like you're in bondage here. You feel like you're in prison. So you want the free will to do whatever the hell you want to do. No, you have that in the world, not in here. You come in here to follow Commander YAHANNA and his orders from the men below him that he gives authority to. You understand? But free will, people in the world, you see what people in the world, what free will is doing to our sisters in the world. Huh?
Salaki, sir.
Come on. Come on. Baz. Baz, if you're talking, we're not hearing.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
We hearing you only when you speak now. But if you're saying something, no, we're not hearing you.
Salaki, I got technical difficulties. But I was just gonna say what the Lord give us is an ultimatum.
Yes. Either you do it or you what? You die. You get punished. Right? Young man, read verse 15.
Con, sir. Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Most High thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So if you don't do what the Lord's saying to do, then all these what? Curses and punishment was going to come on you. Now, does that sound like free will? That is not free will. You're not free to do whatever you want in this place. You're not. That's what got us in this position. You understand? Because brothers and sisters thought we could have do what? We could have go serve other gods. And the Lord was not with that. You understand?
Con,
right?
Con, sir.
Read on.
Curse shall thou be in the city, and curse shall thou be in the field. Curse.
Right. Now he giving you, now these are curses that based on your free will, this is what's going to happen if you think you're free to go do what the hell you want to do. You understand?
Sir.
No, give me Joshua 24 and 15.
Con, 1-1, con. And if it seem evil unto you, Joshua chapter 24, verse 15, Slaki. And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Most High, choose you this day whom ye will serve.
Choose you this day who you will serve. You understand?
Con, sir. Whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites, in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Most High.
That's not free will. It's either you do it or you're going to die. The church give brothers and sisters the belief that they have free will to serve the Lord by saying God hate the sin but love the sinner. You ever hear that before? Yeah. God hates the sin but love the sinner. But according to the Bible, what does it say about a sinner? And his
like
sin?
I said, God hates the sinner.
Yes, give me that in Ecclesiastes
12 and 7, 12 and 6, 12 and 6.
Get that for me. Let the young man read it. You all have a apocrypha there in South Carolina?
Con, sir.
Ecclesiasticus 12 and 6.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 and verse 6. And it reads, For the Most High hateth sinners.
For the what?
For the Most High hateth sinners.
Yeah. Read on.
And will repay vengeance unto the ungodly.
Yes. And who is a sinner?
Anyone who transgresses the law.
Yes. So there's no such thing as free will. So if you say you're free to follow the law, if you want to follow the law, the dietary law, ain't no sweat. We'll see how free it is in about 2 seconds once that leg side of swell up big. You understand?
Con, sir.
We're going to see in 2 seconds what's going to happen to you. All right? Okay. Any more questions? I think I brought out a question there. Don't know if I might have to I think it was earlier on. Saint, fine. You just want a general breakdown on 15 and 26? Let's see if he's still there. If not, I'll get it next week. Any more questions other than that?
La.
You're good to go?
I will come.
All right, you'll make sure on prepare yourself for this Passover. This Passover is you know what I mean, is going to be a testing time. And you know what Passover is. Every time that time comes, start preparing now. Passover is April 4th in Houston, Texas. You understand? You should start preparing how you're going to get there. Start preparing where you're going to stay. You understand? Start preparing. It's going to be, you know what I mean, it's going to be a testing time. You understand? And you're not allowed to miss the Passover. You understand? You're not.
Will come.
All right. So with that, then I'm gonna pass the class over to Priest and Officer who? Who's the guy in Durham?
So like I said, Officer Yanazar, sir.
Okay, Yanazar. Pass the class over to Priest and Officer Yanazar.
Men of Israel. Men of Israel, I majum. Saw turn and face the teacher, men of Israel. We give one courtesy salute unto the teacher, men of Israel. I majum. Shabbat. I majum. Barak.
Yahweh Shem Yahushai Barakatah.
Yajumatah.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Barakatham. No, you say
Yajumatah. Slug it, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yajumatah. Men of Israel, saw turn and face the sisters. Men of Israel, we give one courtesy salute unto the sisters. Men of Israel, I majum. I majum. Shabbat. I majum. Barak. Yahweh Shemah. Yajumatah. Be seated, please. Security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General YAHANNA. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or a sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or a sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or a sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithe, which is a commandment. You can find this in Numbers 18 and 21, and Malachi 3, verses 8 through 10, means 10th in the Hebrew, and is pronounced ma'aishara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priest, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming holy convocation will be the feast of, well, right now we're in the feast of dedication, Hanukkah, which is 8 days. I think we're in the third day of the feast. So we have 5 more days. Then after that, in March, I'm not sure the day. You see the date there, March. It'll be is it the 14th? March 2nd, Monday the 2nd of March will be the Feast of Purim. Okay, and we'll be giving you further information as we get closer to that date. Remind Akim and Akwatian to check on social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then he needs to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf. And with that, class dismissed.